Welcome, everybody, and good night. It's your boy, MarkN MUFC fan. And you know what to do, guys. Smash the like, subscribe, get in, let us know how you feel. Of course, I got some wonderful guests, some features, some new guys to the channel. Of course, we're going to welcome them here to the stream tonight. And of course, it's going to be a good one and an interesting one because, of course, we got the Newcastle fan first time to the stream. D-Man TV is in the building today. Shout out to him. Welcome to the stream, bro. I hope you're well.
Big up, man. Big up. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. Excited to be here, man.
Bro, I watch you all the time with Waffle, so you know I know your vibe. I'm bantering in the chat, but I take the football seriously. It's all jokes and banter, but you know when it's serious thing, it's serious thing. You know what I mean?
All good, man. All good, man. Glad to be here.
Big up, bro. And well, you know, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I know I started a bit late. I was supposed to have Waffle on, but I didn't know he was doing a watch along, so that's my fault. I should have get that information right early. You know, but how are you feeling? You know, I wanted to start the show with Waffle, but I will delay his moment in the sun because you know, league leaders drop points this weekend. You know, so we'll start talking. I'll just give a brief on Manchester City because you know they had a statement win this weekend. And of course, for me, most importantly, I feel like, you know, we have to talk about the Sharks. You know, I don't like them. There's my City rivals. But at the end of the day, you know, they did do a big one in what they was doing in the game. They scored 3-0, boost their title bid. You know, they're catching up to Arsenal right now. We'll ask a bit more about it, you know what I mean? When WaffleDon comes in because, of course, but for me, it was an interesting game. I didn't manage to watch the entire game, but I got 65 minutes, and I thought that 65 minutes was worth it. I saw, you know, good goals scored. I saw good performances. I think City dominated for the most part. Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So you got the Man City beating Liverpool, and you've got the I don't know.
My bad. I put on the wrong ticker. Oh, cool. Okay, there's actually the actual thing that I had.
That's the one. Yeah. But then you've also got the comment up there, Man City beating Liverpool 3-0. So you might want to take that one down.
Yeah, I pick up the wrong comment. I don't know how. Anyway, small thing. My bad. I have the actual right thing here because it's
yeah.
I have all the actual right score lines here. So because I made sure I did everything today, but that was probably from the old show that I had before.
Okay. All good.
You know, I try to do it every week, but you know, the last time, this right now. Yeah, so this was just the last stream I had now, so my bad, I didn't clear it up. But
no worries,
I think it was a good game. I don't know what your thoughts are on the game. Of course, I'll bring in my brethren Bali Tech, another Man United fan, to give some chime into some of the games that he watched. Shout out to Bali the building.
Yeah, the Man City game itself. Well, obviously, as a Newcastle fan, I'm happy that Sunderland got slapped. The 3-0. City scored some decent goals. Obviously, the opener from Ruben Diaz, very good, and a good header from Guvardio as well. But I think that obviously the story of the match was Ryan Cherky, wasn't it? Like he bossed the game from start to finish, and the Rabona assist for Foden as well just capped it off. Like, and listen, was it 35 million they bought him for? That seems like it's looking like a bargain right about now. That looks like a bargain. But the thing is, City, we know City are going to score goals anyway, but it's impressive to see that they're scoring without Haaland. And also the clean sheet, because the questionable part about Man City is their defense. The defense is still not convincing. So, but if you look at the stat, they ain't conceded too many goals compared to the other teams. So, you know, a clean sheet will do them world of good. 3-0 convincing after they scraped through against Fulham, I think Leeds as well. So this was you could call a statement win, but it increased the pressure on Arsenal. That's the main thing. So they're still there or thereabouts. Whether they can get over the line with this squad, I'm not so sure. But it will make it interesting, man. It puts the pressure on Arsenal. And, you know, if you look at City's form, it's very good. It's very good at the moment. And they're starting to kick into gear. So that's the worrying thing for Arsenal and probably the rest of the league. So we'll see, man.
More brethren in the background there. Big up to Bali Tech. I was telling him last summer, I was saying, bro, we need to go and get this guy Ryan Cherky. It's a steal of a deal. You know, they was even giving him to Man United for a cut price, something like £15 million. I was like, how come we didn't do this deal? We went and get Cunha instead. Now, it's not the worst thing, but in my opinion, it's still not the real deal. I think Turkey is going to thrive in the Prem, and I was happy to see him have a good performance. He is the enemy, but still, I rate his talent. You know what I mean?
He's a game changer, and the questionable thing is, why did he go for so cheap? There's rumors that he's a bit of a troublemaker and his entourage and stuff like that. But when you've got that ability, like to go for 35 million, it's still. And the ironic thing is that apparently Liverpool were first interested in him, and I think Slot must have visited his house or something, had a talk with him, and then they decided to go for Wirtz for triple the money. So you know what I mean? It's like, and now look how that's turning out at the moment. So at the moment, it looks like City have got the bargain, and Liverpool wasted their money. But obviously, it's a long season; a lot can change. But the good thing from City's point of view is that he took a while to settle into this league, but now he looks like he's finding his feet, and he's bossing it. Him and Foden as well. Because you got too much form of Foden as well. Foden he's not back to his best, but compared to last season, complete change. And he's now affecting games. He's scoring goals, he's assisting, he's playing well. You know what I mean? And it's only good thing for City and possibly England. So, things are looking rosy for City at the moment. Obviously, again, long season, but this is the nitty-gritty now. The December, January fixtures, when the fixtures come thick and fast, City got the experience, they've got the know-how, and let's see how we go from here. But yeah, man, all good from City's point of view.
Interesting. Yo, Vali, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm there, man. Ryan Cherky's a bad boy. Obviously, I know we had a conversation about his ability and whether he's better than Cunha or not. But in my opinion, he's a top quality signing. I always knew that he would come and do things. I just felt like before, when it's going between him and Cunha, it's like, guy's played in the Premier League. He's been there, done it. He's coming to Man United. His experience. He's not like a young player, so we don't need to give him that time to bed in. But we also have to understand that City is a better team than Manchester United. So the idea that we should sort of compare what he's doing at City to the behemoth of what he would have had to do at Man United, when Man United is in a rebuild phase. Plus, it's like, how does he see himself fitting into like a Ruben Amorim system? So he probably felt like he'd fit better. He's better suited to playing for Manchester City, and obviously he's got his 5 assists this season, and he's looking well. And it is what it is. I'm happy for City. In a way, I'm not a City fan, but I'm happy that he's doing his thing at City and he's not looking like a flop. So it's good for him.
Big up. Oh, my bad.
No, say what you're saying.
No, I was going to shift it now because the Newcastle fan is here, so we have to get into the Newcastle segment. And I think since Arsenal is not here, we can't talk about that. So we need to go into that section, because I know it was Burnley you all played against. And I feel like Burnley is not, a lot of the teams come up usually would say there's cannon fodder. You know what I mean? They're not performing. They're just there to get whipped around. But this Burnley team, they came up, they were whipping boys under the new Bayern manager, Vincent Kompany. But I think this Burnley team, the style that they play right now is a bit difficult to just say you're going to walk over them in any game. You know what I mean? I think they're going to come here and give you a good performance, solid defensively. And we played against Burnley and we was lucky to get our victory in a sense. I think we gave them chances to come back into the game for the most part. But I think you all, had most of the first half. I think you all was the better team. I think although Burnley had some moments, I think really in the second half, they were a bit stronger. So,
yeah, listen, Burnley are always going to come and frustrate because, like, they're good defensively, they're away from home, and they're going to come with a low block, and it's up to Newcastle to break that down. And listen, I think we deserved the win, but we made hard work of it. Like the first half, Burnley started quite strong. They were causing us problems with their set pieces and stuff, but once we settled into the game, we created enough chances to put them away. Anthony Gordon hit the post. Baltimore had a snapshot, I think it was. Elanga had put one just wide. But we get the breakthrough, obviously, Bruno Guimaraes, Olympico from the corner straight in. Keeper should have done better, but, good shot itself. Good corner come shot, 1-0. And from then you'd thought, we take them to the cleaners, but it wasn't the case. And then obviously we got the red card. Disappointing in the fact that it's Elanga's gone through and, he needs a goal, but it was brought down, so it's a blatant red card. But again, you say down to 10 men at home, you'd expect Newcastle to get 1 or 2 more. But also against 10 men, it's harder because, they sit back even deeper now. But we get the penalty on the stroke of half time. And it's strange because the referee missed both penalty decisions. It had to go to VAR, which I don't understand. It was blatant penalties. Good penalty from Anthony Gordon. I was disappointed not to see Baltimore take it because he's a striker, but it seems like Gordon's our designated penalty taker. And to be fair to Gordon, he was our man of the match. Newcastle fans have criticised him for only performing in the big games, especially Champions League games. But when it comes to the Premier League, against the bog standard teams, he seems to disappear. But credit to him, he was up for it. He looked lively. He made a difference. But yeah, second half, like you said, Burnley, I won't say they're the better team, but we were poor. Again, Gordon hit the woodwork, but other than that, we didn't create too many opportunities. The one positive was the return of Vissa. Vissa coming off the bench. He looked lively. He looked quite sharp. Obviously, not match fit, but you can see what the difference that he brings to the team, the attacking sense. But yeah, we couldn't break them down. Obviously, Jacob Ramsey, who didn't have the best of games, gave away a needless penalty towards the end to give Burnley a lifeline. And the worrying thing is, once they scored that, they had that chance at the very death where a set piece, and had someone been in the right position, they would have put it away. And that could have been 2 points dropped. So we seem to be struggling to see out games comfortably, which we need to address. But 3 points was the main thing. Eddie Howe changed the squad, the starting lineup quite a bit. Willett came in, Ramsey, Hall was on the bench, so Burn was back to left back. Gordon came in, Elanga came in. The questionable thing from a Newcastle perspective is we still seem disjointed. No matter what team he puts out, we seem to be a bit disjointed. And the people that came in, did they really stake a claim for playing again? Like the Ramsey had a difficult game. Elanga was lively. He wasn't shying away from things, but it's not clicking just as it should at the moment. But with more game time, that should come. Ramsdale, though, a lot of talk about Ramsdale because obviously Newcastle fans were calling for him to get start starting regularly. Pope's injured, so Ramsdale's come in, and he's immediately changed the way we play. We can build from the back. He's comfortable with the ball at his feet and stuff, but he's had some questionable moments, which we know he's capable of. And is it a concern? Slightly, you know what I mean? Because we haven't got that right. We haven't got a great keeper. Pope's useless with his feet, good shot stopper, but he's making too many errors. Ramsdale good with his feet, decent shot stopper, but not commanding enough in his box. So, it's if we can combine the two qualities and get a proper keeper next season, then we'd be laughing. But right about now, it's apples and oranges. But Ramsdale will continue for the foreseeable future. But he's got to cut out these mistakes and be a bit more commanding. But yeah, 3 points was the main thing. We've got 10 points from 12, I think it is. So we need to build from here because we've got a tricky run of fixtures coming up. So yeah, all in all, not too bad, but not too good either.
Yo, Bally, what are your thoughts on the Nottingham Forest game? The Newcastle game, bro. Sorry, I'm reading the next thing at the same time.
No, they done their thing. Obviously, they got their points, and I was kind of hoping that they drop points. I ain't gonna lie. I know you got Newcastle fans on the panel, but I was hoping that they drop points. I was hoping that all our rivals drop points, but they seem to do their thing. Anthony Gordon's come into a little bit of form. He seems to be doing his thing quite regularly now, maybe for the last couple of games. And I'm hoping they have an almighty drop-off and everybody who's fighting for the same positions as us have the same sorts of drop-offs so we can now create some sort of gap where we never have to worry about these types of pesky teams again.
Are we that much of a threat?
I think everyone's a threat.
I'm not the biggest fan of Newcastle. I like to banter Newcastle, especially because it's Newcastle United. United at the end of the name, you know. But I will say this, yeah. I think Newcastle is arguably probably the most physical team in the Premier League. Is the one team I say when you go up against them, it's going to be a physical test. You're probably going to lose. And then you have Bruno Ramirez. I really, it's not an Isak fan. I think Woltemade is great because I was watching him in Germany all when he was playing in the regional Liga. So I know how good he is. I mean, he will do well for you all. I think your team have some very good players. I was not a fan of Jolinton, but Bruno Ramirez is clutch. As an Italian fan, so of course Tonali is cool. I like him. You know what I mean? You have a good defenders as well, and I think your team with Ramsdale, I think Ramsdale will still acclimatize into the way you all play and the defenders in front of him and thing. And as soon as that come in, maybe he might perform better. I don't think he's really a bad goalkeeper, to be fair. But yeah, that's my opinions on
Do
that.
you know the funny thing about Voldemort? Yeah, I remember when we was going through the type of striker list of strikers coming to United, and I went to go do some research on Voldemort, and I said to Mark, Mark, this Voldemort guy's crazy, you know. And he was like, "Oh, what, the guy in Germany?" Yeah, I was like, "Bro, the guy's feet for a guy that's that tall is crazy. He's got good feet.
Yeah.
He can play." I said, "Nah, I wouldn't mind signing this guy if we don't get." I think it was Jokeres because it was linked with Jokeres heavily in the summer. So I was like, I'm happy. Like even if we just pivot and we're just gonna say, okay, let's go get one of these guys from Bundesliga, I wouldn't mind getting him. Then he ends up at Newcastle, and I'm like, yo, Newcastle signed a gem, you know. And people didn't really understand what I was saying, but now I think they've slowly started to see that Newcastle actually got a gem.
Do you think he can play Vissa effectively?
I think they could be a partnership, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think they could be a partnership for sure. Those two, the little and big man combination, I think that'll work really well.
Yeah. The only problem is I don't think Eddie Howe's going to play them together too often, you know. I think it's going to be one or the other. But I hope I'm wrong. But do you think, obviously you said you would think to Jokeres, right? But you've got Sesko. So of the three, who do you think top? Voldemort, Sesko, or Jokeres?
I'll say for now, from what I've seen, Voldemort is probably the best from what I've seen for now. Because because Sesko has been on the bench and he's been injured and he hasn't really had a mad run of games, yeah. So it'd be disingenuous for me to say, Sesko is better than Voldemort, even though maybe from what I've seen in the Bundesliga, I would have said that Sesko is better than Voldemort. But from what I've seen Voldemort do in the Premier League, Voldemort is probably better than all of them from what I've seen.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It'd be interesting to see how many goals they get, how many GA he gets for the rest of the season. But yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, to me, he just looks like a complete striker in the Premier League.
Comfortable.
Yeah, what can I say, bro? Like, I will say it like this. I think Liverpool got a gem, to be fair. Yeah. I was a fan of Sesko as well, so I wouldn't want to say it like that. But being honest, I think you'll get a gem. And I mean, Gyökeres, well, he was banging it in Europe. It's unluckily he wasn't in a top six league. Else he probably would have won European goal scorer the season last season. You know, so I think he's supposed to bang at Arsenal. See, boy Waffle is in the building. Welcome to the Arsenal fan. Good transition, you know, league leaders. You know, you're supposed to be here at the beginning. It starts with you tonight.
Sorry, but I had a watch along, so you can't tell me to be somewhere when I've already got other obligations. And let me tell you, every one of these, man, all of you, I don't run, I don't hide. So I'm here now, bro. I made the effort to jump on the stream. So yeah, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Villa shocking. Shocking. Benadia calm in stoppage time. Seals out
Yeah.
win versus Arsenal.
It's
How
funny.
is it?
It's funny because this is the only thing you've had to talk about for how long? It's funny that we took licks, we lost, but you're still looking up. I don't know who the brother in the balaclava supports.
But Man United as well.
As Man United. Fair play, Man United are doing their thing right now, but you man are still looking up at the table. We lost our game. We were poor first half, second half. We tried a thing. I wasn't happy with the team selection, to be honest. And yes, it's down to the manager once again. I'm not going to defend the manager whatsoever with that ridiculous shoehorning Odegaard into the team. Even though Eze hasn't been great, I would have rather preferred to see Eze starting at 10 for reasons. He's got that magic moment in him.
Was the Odegaard man of the match according to Martin Keown?
Yeah, according to the bias Martin Keown, yeah. You know what? Odegaard done a couple of good things in the game. He had a shot. He done a couple of good passes. But apart from that, he was jumping out of 50-50 tackles. I wasn't happy with a lot of the players in that game, bro. Yeah, because, Villa stuck it on us. And from start to finish, they were the better team. So big up to Villa. Villa's a very hard place to go. I think they've only lost one game out of 30 at Villa as well. So it's not like we were playing some scrubs. But also as well, if you want to put a marker down, these are the places that you need to go and get the 3 points. So yeah, gutting. I was gutted. But now obviously a few days have gone by. We just have to get back on track. And that's it.
So what's your thoughts now then? Do you still believe in the title, or what's your feelings?
Yeah, I believe in the title. Why shouldn't I? Just because we lost the game? Why shouldn't I believe in the title, bro?
No, it's
I believe every season that we can win the title doesn't mean that we're gonna win it. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to have some kind of ambition to win something every season.
The only reason why I ask is because the gap was a bit bigger before. So now where it's been reduced, it's like, when you're at the club and you're mad drunk and then you start to get a bit sober as you want to step into your car. I think
you know what, brother?
It's that situation.
You know what, brother? What month are we in?
December.
Yeah, December.
Exactly. Tell me a team that's won a league in December.
Liverpool won it in November last season, as far as I'm concerned.
Did they?
No, you don't win it. You don't win it. You don't win it in December. But I think
you can lose it in December.
I think the closer that certain teams get dragged into it, because initially, I think the way you lot were cruising, it just mean that City. At first, people were thinking Liverpool. Then they switched it to Arsenal. Then the likes of a City and all the other people behind them was all getting written off. And now City are slowly sort of creeping into a fist fight with Arsenal. And to be honest with you, historically now, especially with this Manchester City team, they're the last team you want within 2 points or a point or whatever off you, regardless of whether you're in charge at the moment or not. So that's the only reason why I just say this.
You want me to come on here with no chess just because of historics, just because you're doing up historics. That's not
Arsenal have shown us that they don't belong with boobs.
Let me land.
They should never have boobs. Arsenal should never have boobs.
You're a Man United fan and you're twerking for Man City right now. Calm it down.
I've been told this already.
Calm it down, brother. Calm it down. Let me land. At the end of the day, brother, yeah, you can't tell me not to believe in my team, brother, yeah. 2 points is nothing. I get it. But remember, we got Wolves, yeah? So that makes it 5 points again. If City mess up, then it's...
Who they got? City got Palace. Yeah,
so I'm telling you, this season is going to be up and down. Yeah, there's no
You'll
one's
beat Wolves.
running away. Well, no one's running away from nothing at this stage of the season, bro. Yeah, so I don't buy this. Do you know what I mean? Like City are 2 points. So what? So what? You know
Is your
what I
form?
mean? There's a lot of football to play.
That's a big deal. In my opinion, that's a big deal.
Is your away form concerning?
For them to be 2 points off is a concern.
To who? You or to me?
No, it has to be to you, unless you want to be delusional. It has to be to you.
How to feel, my brother? Yeah.
No,
let me come from my perspective, right? Let me come from my perspective. Let me come from a perspective, right? Arsenal, this Arsenal team, yeah,
who Man United hate and got agendas against.
No, it's not even an agenda. It's because
it's coming from a Man United fan. It's not coming from a place of
cool. But I remember, like, at the end of the day, all these teams are my rivals. Yeah, Newcastle's my rival, Villa's my rival, all these Tottenham's my rival. All these teams are my rivals. Yeah, so there's no one I want to creep into bed with. Yeah, apart from my own team. However, if I compare this Arsenal team to either Arsenal teams of the past or teams that have previously won the league, I don't really put them in. The only team that I say they're maybe on par with or maybe a bit better than is that Leicester team. Or maybe, like, I don't really see them, like, better than any of the teams that regularly win it. Yeah, so in my humble opinion, that even if we go to the Liverpool team that previously won the league, yeah, like Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, that was hard to beat. Like, this team is nowhere near them, and they didn't even have nowhere near the strength of them.
It's funny.
That Arsenal had, yeah.
Was you saying this on the last roundup when we were like when we didn't lose a game?
I'm not sure if I was on the last roundup with you. I haven't been on a roundup for a long time.
I remember, yeah, there was one, I think, when I was on a roundup with you, and you never mentioned my team. You didn't say that. You weren't saying all of this. So it's funny.
Okay, let me ask a question.
When we lose,
let me ask a question. It's not even lose a game, but can you appreciate the fact that? Or let me ask you a question. Is your away form worrying you? Because I think that's 3 away games on the spin where you haven't won. And you're conceding goals as well.
But the thing is, you man need to put it into context, yeah? Because one thing you man haven't got is context, yeah? Mosquera, injured, yeah? We're down to Timber, our right back, our best right back, playing as a centre back. You know he's not a centre back. He can play there, but he's not a centre back. That's not ideal going into a game against Villa, who is on top of their game right now. Yeah. Chelsea, we played with Nkappi and Mosquera against Chelsea, yeah? Didn't play well getting that game as well. They went down to 10 men. Yeah, I get that. That was a poor display, yeah?
Yeah.
Sunderland, anything can happen. They scored a last-minute goal. That happens. Do you understand? Yeah, those 3 games are worrying, bro. Yeah, but to say that we lost to Villa is like something that's like crazy. It's not. Anyone could get.
No, it's not. No, I'm not. But I'm not putting that game in isolation. I said you're away from. And also, you talked about Mosquera and Timber and whatnot. It's a squad game. Everyone was talking about Arsenal had the best balanced squad in the league. They could play 2 teams, whatever. Hold on. And injuries occur throughout the season. So
tell me your backup centre backs. If you had 3 centre backs injured, you tell me your backup centre backs.
Well, I'll tell you who our centre backs are, and you say 3 up. So
no. You tell me if 3. Oh, okay. If Botman, Thiaw got injured, and say one other, say Dan Burn, just as a backup because he plays.
So we got Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles.
Okay, so are they ideal, those 2 backups for you?
No, they're not a first choice, but they can do a job. They're centre backs.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying is injuries happen throughout the season. Yeah.
I know.
So you said context. Are those centre backs, Saliba and Gabriel, are they going to be back for the next game?
Either one of them is important, yeah?
No, I'm not saying they're not important, but it's a squad game because you're saying put context on it because you had Mosquera and whatnot. You could have them for the next 2-3 games, bro. You don't know. But it's a squad game.
Injured, though. But Mosquera's injured though.
Yeah, whoever it is, Timber and whoever it is, and Cappy, whatever, you're gonna have them in the team. But it's a squad game. You're gonna have to deal with it. What's the
I
context?
don't like the way he downplayed Timber as well. Timber was a centre back before he came to
Yes, he was. Yes,
England.
he was.
Yeah,
He was a centre back. We was looking at him as a centre back option. You lot get him. You play all centre backs in the defence, right? And then now all of a sudden he's not a centre back no more.
Sorry.
What? Because you want to move the goalpost for Arteta.
Which position?
Because Villa jacked your chain. And took the 3 points.
We jacked your chain and what? So what?
Yeah, don't worry. But don't worry. But you ain't gonna win the league as per usual.
I'm not worried about you, man.
You ain't gonna win. Like I'm used to use lot. I'm used to use lot leading the league for 95% of the season. Then with 5 games to go,
good for you.
Like there's no more chest. There's no more chest.
Good for you.
You lot just running around with a stuffed bra.
What's this show called? Premier Roundup or History? History Talk. What is it? I thought we were talking about.
I beg you, click this. I beg you, click this.
Clip this thing. Show your face, brother, instead of talking.
I beg you, click this up. I beg you. I beg you, clip this up, bro.
Your face, man.
I beg you, clip this.
Rubbish, bro. Yeah,
bro.
You beat Wolves. Come on,
hey, bro. I'll be the first. I'll be the first one to say, yeah. I'll be the first one to say, yeah, that my team is not there yet. I'll be the first one to say it, yeah. And I won't even if you stuck it on me about my team, yeah, I would accept it. But you see the way yours is hurting you, yeah. Yours is hurting you, yeah.
You can't even answer the question, bro. How long you been watching ball for? Is he still there?
A long time.
What's a long time? 15, 20 years? How long?
Long time, bro.
Tell me how long. Give me a
long time, bro. What difference does it make to what you're trying to get to?
How long have you been watching ball for? Because I want to get to something, yeah.
Get to where you want to go.
I want to know how long you've been watching ball, because now I could tell you.
As long as anyone on the panel, bro. As long as anyone on the panel. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Give me a year then.
It's not giving you a year.
Give me a year.
As long as anyone on the panel, bro. I don't need to prove my football credentials to you, bro.
I'll tell you how long.
You're moving like you're some authority or something.
How long I've been watching ball from? Yeah, 1987. Yeah, 1987. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know my team better than most. Yeah.
Okay.
I know my team better than most. I've seen my team win championships. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, obviously, I've seen my team win a European Cup Winners' Cup. I ain't seen my team win the Champions League. Fair play. You man have done it all. I've seen the battles between us man and you man throughout the years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen my team bottle it in 22-23. Yeah. I've seen my team go against what did they call City back then? What did they call City back then? They called them something. A Roman thing. What did they call them when City were doing the trebles and all them kind of things?
The 4 in a row and that.
Yeah, Centurions.
Centurions.
I've seen my team. Where is this brother? Is he still there? He's still there. I can't see him on the screen. I've seen my team, do madness, So the whole thing was you trying to put me down for believing that my team can still win a championship and I can't have chess. Just because what's happened in the past. But I'm saying, with chess.
No, I asked you simple questions and you went ultra defensive straight away.
Let me land and then you land, please. Let me finish what I'm saying. You got shocked when I told you I've been watching ball since '87. Yeah, you weren't.
I didn't get shocked.
You weren't surprised.
I didn't get shocked.
You were surprised to hear that.
I see the grays in your beard, bro. Why am I getting shocked?
You were surprised to hear that.
Why am I getting shocked, bro? I see grays in your beards. Why am I getting shocked, bro?
You were surprised to hear that. But anyway, let me land anyway. Let me finish. Let me finish my piece and you land, yeah?
I'm supposed to be shocked.
Yeah? Sorry?
I said I'm supposed to be shocked, innit?
Well, you are. You're quite a sarky brother, innit? So do you know what I mean? You see, you type of brothers, you're just sarky, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah, you said long time, yeah. You said as long as most, yeah. How long you been watching ball? I've told you how long I've been watching ball.
And I said as long as anyone on the panel, bro.
You can't answer the question because
I mean, technically, we are the young guys on the panel here.
You haven't been watching ball as long.
You can't little bro. We like
say that. Just say that, please. Yeah, please. You don't know about the clashes back them times there. Where's
okay.
I don't know. He just disappeared.
Did he leave the stream? You said he could only do an hour.
Oh, I know. He probably should have like about 20 minutes again.
Anyway, let me just finish what I got to say. Yeah. So, okay. So maybe you haven't watched football as long as me. Whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. But for you to talk to me and tell me about my team, I don't mind constructive criticism, but we've lost one game, brother, and you're going on like the season's done. That's what gets me about you fans. Yeah,
I didn't go on like the season's done.
You're going on like, oh,
it's just how you feel. It's just how you feel.
Don't tell me how I feel, brother. Yeah, listen. Don't tell me how I feel.
No, yeah? You're telling us how you feel.
What I'm gonna do on this stream, on Mark's stream, is to tell me how I feel about my club.
I didn't tell you how you feel. You're telling me how you feel
because you're telling me about my club. Yeah, and I'm telling you, yeah, I still believe that my team can win the league. I don't see what your problem is with that. Maybe you don't want.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy you feel the way you feel, bro.
So what? Why are you going on about City and all that kind of thing? Why are you cheerleading for City?
It's not cheerleading, bro. Why are you telling me I'm cheerleading?
You're a Man United fan and you're cheerleading.
So basically, you're offended because I haven't got a pony in the show between who wins it between the top three teams at the moment.
Brother, you have an opinion of who you think's going to win the team. My problem is with you is when I'm telling you I still believe that we can win the league, you're there talking about historics and all them kind of things there, which I've already just mentioned already. We know that these things have happened, yeah? But we're 15 games into the league season, brother. It's not like we're in January, yeah? And it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, a point or whatever between both teams. We're still in December, bro. Yeah, there's still games to play. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, we win our next game, then it's 5 points. The pressure goes because we play first, I think. The pressure goes back to City. This ain't the same City, yeah. I'm sorry, but this ain't the same City as 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion.
But I don't think they need to be the same City as 2 seasons ago. In fact, I think even this Arsenal team, are they better than the Arsenal team of so many seasons ago? Probably not that much better. Maybe a similar sort of level. So
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, our starting 11, I would say, if we had our starting 11 consistently, yeah, I think we're matched for most teams in the Premier League. But again, it boils down to consistency. Can Arsenal, win games consistently? And this is the problem that we've had in the last few games, especially our away games where we struggled. And there is context behind it. Whether I know it's a squad game, but do you know what? Any team that loses three centre backs, in their team, is going to feel it, bro. I don't care what anyone says about that.
Does the manager get another season?
No, he doesn't. I'm not one of these Arteta fans, bro. Yeah, Mark knows that about me already. I wanted this manager out from time. Yeah, he's not my type of manager. I've never rated him. And if he don't win nothing, he needs to go. But I can't make that decision at the end of the day. So
yeah,
I'm not.
How long has he been there for now?
He's been here. Next year's going to be 6 years, and he's only won like an FA Cup, which is embarrassing, bro, for my club. Embarrassing.
Okay, I thought he was there a bit longer, but 6 years. Okay, he should have done something in 6 years anyway.
Brother, you know what? Your guess is as good as mine, yeah. But you have to remember, yeah, that first year we were balling out, 8 points ahead, I think, and we fumbled the bag. You know what I mean? That thing hurts still till today. The next season, same kind of thing. We lost out on 2 points. Liverpool obviously got it last season. I think the third season, yeah, we were just done out, innit? We didn't really buy any players. We didn't really, invest in a striker. This season, we started off very well. Lost to Liverpool, as you know, drew with City. And then, yeah, we've just had a few games where, we struggled. And in a season, these things happen, bro. These things happen. D-Man saying a power cut off. He's coming back on. These things happen in a season, bro. Yeah, you're gonna get. Arsenal are not gonna have a perfect season. Yeah, we're not gonna go through the whole season. Yeah, winning every single game. Yeah, it doesn't happen like that, bro. We're gonna lose games. We're gonna drop points. It's whether we can stop the rot and continue. Yeah, to get back on the path. That's the most important thing for me.
Well, I think the only reason why I mentioned the thing that I mentioned before when I was going to historics, I was more talking from the aspect of when I seen Liverpool win the title, they usually win the title so early, or they usually amass so many points so early, and then you can see that they're comfortably cruising to the title. But when it's like a fist fight with very few points in it, yeah, that's more exciting. But from what I've seen, we always see the winner at the end. And that is where I asked, like, are you comfortable at this stage, even though there's only like a 2 point sort of difference? Nothing's won yet. But the fact that there's a race, it makes it harder. Whereas in the past, when everyone's kind of fell away quite early, and Liverpool's like, let's say 20 points clear or something like that, and then they can kind of cruise to the title. That's what I've seen in the past. Whereas whenever it's been a fight, there's only one winner in that fight. And that's one of the things that I've actually disliked about the Premier League over the years, is that no one's been able to actually win that edgy battle with City.
The Liverpool, that season they won the edgy battle, but Liverpool last season really didn't have no competition. City dropped off, we dropped off, no one went really, and they were just like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. They were just slapping teams early doors, innit, and getting their points on the ball, but no one really was challenging them, to be honest. So,
even when Liverpool won the Prem in COVID, no one was challenging Liverpool then as well. Like, they sort of just blew teams away early on and comfortably won the Premier League. But every time they've had an edgy battle, they haven't won it. And every time Arsenal have had a sort of an edgy battle, they haven't won it as well. So that was just it. So if they was to win it this season, this will be the first time that potentially they could actually edge City out in an edgy battle. So that's why I asked the question. It weren't just to get at you, but
there was a little bit under. There was a little bit defensive.
That's when I said, okay,
there was
I'll
a
turn it up
little
as
bit
well.
underhand there, bro.
You raise a good point, though.
I've been doing YouTube for time, bro, and there was a little bit underhanded. And because you're Man United fan,
bro, it's Man United.
Forget all that. Listen.
Bro.
There's a good point raised, though. That when City don't lose these title races when they go neck and neck with anybody. They've only gone neck and neck with Liverpool, and they won it every time. So it'll be interesting to see if Arsenal can withstand the last the race with Pep. Is Pep, not even the City, with Pep, because Pep's got the experience, bro. Yeah, if Arteta can last the distance with him and get over the line, that is a huge psychological win over them, and City won't be used to that. So, because I genuinely believe City think at this present time you're right where they want you in it. Like they know that they've been there before. They tend to go on the run round about this time, whatever. Harden's had a break from scoring. Really, he's going to pick up again, start scoring again, and they're going to start clicking into gear. So again, the defense worries me, but it's a case of can you get back that consistency with get 3 points after 3 points after 3 points, and get that away monkey off your back as well. I don't know who your next away game is as well. I think it might be Everton, which is not an easy game. So what I mean.
That's after. Yeah, that's after
Wolves, isn't it?
After the Wolves game, next week.
Yeah. So
but the thing is, but D-man, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, if we don't look at ourselves, because this is what happened in 22-23 season. Yeah. Mikel Antonio reported that he knew someone within the club, and we were doing our thing, winning games and stuff, but what happened is we started to see City's form, and then we started to look behind our shoulder now, looking, oh well, they're doing well and stuff like that. I don't believe we should be acting like that. I believe that we should be just focusing on ourselves right now. City are 2 points, that's factual, but you know what? We still have to go out and win games, bro. Yeah, we shouldn't be worrying about City right now. We should just be going out and winning games and getting points, getting results on the board. Yeah, that's how I see it personally. Because the more we keep hearing from you rival fans, the more we keep listening to City Sharks and all this kind of bullshit, the more we're just gonna just go back into our shells and feel sorry for ourselves. And I don't believe we should be feeling that. I believe that the team needs a kick up the arse. I believe that Arteta, he needs to fix up quick time, because man's coming like an agent, he's coming like a City agent, every season, oh Pep this, allow it. Just show man that you're capable, of going and winning a title, because you still have the advantage as far as I'm concerned right now. You can talk about hard games. You can talk about this is a difficult place to go to, but no. We're as good as any team in the Premier League, bro. And we've proved that over the last 3 seasons, that we're the second best team, which is not great to say, but we're the second best team in the Premier League. It's harder to go from second to first, than it is from wherever to second, bro. So we need to just keep focus, and we need to just continue and just do what we need to do. And that's how I see it, bro.
What I liked about it though is that Arteta, usually he throws his toys out of the pram after defeat and whatnot. This time it seemed a bit more measured, and he had up. You're just beaten by the better team on the day, but you didn't play badly. You didn't play badly. The performances aren't bad. Yeah, so I think he could take encouragement from that. And listen, at the end of the day, you lot are still top. The top of the league. Palace, this City have got a harder game this weekend. I expect them to drop points against Palace. So Palace are,
you think it's a hard game though? Do you think it's a hard game?
Palace a hard game against
Palace.
I
remember, Man City struggle against Palace. Man City struggle against Palace home and away. So they can't take this lightly. They can't. You get the 3 points. They're not guaranteed the 3 points. Bro. Yeah. So again, we could be back to a 5 point gap or a 4 point gap, whatever it is. You never know. So it's one of them ones. I think City still have it all to do, because again, you've got the best squad. You've got the most balanced squad. They're better defense as well. And you can do the 1-0 thing, and the thing is, Saka hasn't clicked into gear yet. Jokeris hasn't started scoring yet. Maybe he won't, but you never know. It's more likely that he will than he won't, because he's a quality striker at the end of the day. Yeah, Saka's a quality player. Yeah, he needs to back up his performances, but he will. You know what I mean? You've got Odegaard coming back. You've got Havertz to come back. Your defense to come back, like you said. Listen, you're in a good place. You just, like you said, you just can't feed into the noise. Yeah, if you just drown out all the noise and focus on yourself, take it game by game, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? But because you are the best. You have the best squad in the league. You know what I mean? So City just have the best manager. Yeah, but he can't. You know what I mean? He can't perform miracles every season. You know what I mean? So
No, he
It's
can.
2 seasons as well. It's 2 seasons since Pep's won
You
anything as
see,
well. So
Fergie performed a miracle in his last season with the squad that he had. When I go back to the squad that he had a shocking squad.
He
Shocking.
did.
Yeah.
Who?
Bro,
He didn't. Yeah, he shouldn't have won that league. He shouldn't have.
He won with Tom Cleverley in the midfield. Yeah. I
Who's
don't
that?
think there's any manager in the Prem that could have won with a Cleverley in the midfield. Yeah. As far as
Is
I'm
that Man
concerned.
United?
Well, when you have the refs on lock
Cle-
and the
bro,
FA on lock, it makes
Cleverley
it
is
slightly
like-
easier.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
You have
I think that's
You
not
know,
true.
but
I think
no,
that's
for you
not
to do that, bro, as a Newcastle, that is wild, bro. Liverpool
What do you mean
is the only
that's not
team
wild?
that really talk
That's-
about the referee in their
no,
pockets, bro. Because
Sorry. Compared to Fergie, bro. Fergie, what kind of manager do you think
Fergie
you
just
can't?
won games, bro?
Is that all he did? Is that all he
Listen,
did?
as a real honest fan, bro.
So
I
Fergie
don't
time
feel
wasn't
like
a real
he had
thing.
the refs in his
Fergie
pocket.
time was
I
not a
feel
real
like-
thing. Fergie time was not a real thing.
It was a saying, but
One
we
touch
always
of the
had
watch,
the
and the referee
injury
knew
in
what
the
time it
game
was.
and
Yeah,
the time delays in the game to give us the extra time.
yeah, of course he did. It's
Did.
paid to Man United score.
I
That's
mean,
all it is. Yeah, that's what it was.
Between Fergie time and Klopp time, which one more
You're
exaggerated?
not
Because
comparing the
Liverpool's
two.
get
You're
plus
not
10 minutes
comparing
and
Klopp time to Fergie time, bro. You're not. You're not going to do that.
we
bruv.
never get
And
no plus
let's be
10
honest.
minutes, bro.
Listen, Alex Ferguson, great manager. Yeah, what he did, with the youth and Beckham, that class of '99, whatever. Yeah, but what we're not going to do is pretend that he didn't have the ref and the FA and the media, especially to be on lock, bruv. What kind of manager can ban the BBC, not speak to BBC for 3-4 years, bruv? Yeah, and not get reprimanded. This guy had it on lock.
City
bruv.
ban journalist
City
though.
ban-
It's not no
ban
new
them
thing.
too.
It's not the same thing, bruv. It's not the same thing. One
Man was
manager
just
had all
ruthless,
that power, yeah, all the power.
Bro, listen, I feel like you're trying to squeeze this scene to make it sound like we used to get 10 minutes extra time. Fergie time, as I remember, it was 3 to 5 minutes, King. That was Fergie time.
Yeah, whenever you were losing, it was play till you score. Yeah,
3
it was
to
play
5
till you
minutes,
score.
King. You
Every
can't tell
game.
me that is as
Every
bad
game.
as the 10 minutes Liverpool get all
No,
last season, the season before.
Yeah, Liverpool get
Every
it now and again. They get it now and again. But where did it originate from? It originated from
Brother,
Fergie, bro.
everybody does get a little
Fergie
extras.
time.
Even your team does get some extras
Bro.
now and again.
Listen,
It
Fergie
is
was about
happening.
to pickpocket all the top talent from other teams, break records, whatever. People ignore that, bro. They ignore it.
But
Yeah.
if we could
Pocket
afford
what
to do
talent?
it, remember back in the day, Man United was printing money the same way we printing money now. A lot of teams wasn't tapping into the resources like we was tapping into because
They weren't
I don't know.
able to, bruv. Come on now. Apart from
Come
that,
on,
Blackburn,
man. Look,
when
it's
Blackburn
not
were able
Spain.
to spend money, they beat you to the
But-
title. Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
not
When Chelsea
Spain,
started
bro.
spending money,
It's not
they beat you
Spain.
to the
It's
title.
not like if Man United
You
getting
know,
more
in the
money
90s,
than
a lot of these
Liverpool
teams
or
were
getting
spending more money than
from
us.
the Prem than Newcastle.
Listen,
we all getting an
listen.
equal share from the
Uh,
Prem, King. For
Hold on,
broadcast
you
rights.
broke record for Andy Cole, bro. You broke record for
Yeah,
Rio
because
Ferdinand.
we had
Rooney
the
as a
fan
teenager.
base to
After you
support
broke the
it.
record for
Man
Alan Smith,
United
bro.
has
Come on,
sold
man.
out stadiums
Yeah,
for about
Vidic.
25 years.
Bro, you've got a head start against most teams, innit? Most teams.
But that was because of the class of 92. So remember, we had a core of a team. So we didn't have to go out and buy a whole team. We just had to buy top quality
Additions.
individuals
I'm
as
saying
and when.
you could cherry pick. You can cherry pick the talent. You could.
Yeah.
You could cherry pick the talent. Yeah. Especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, you could cherry pick the talent, bro.
But without the class of 92, none of that works.
I'm not
Because
disputing
then
that.
you still got to buy a whole squad. That was where we had that's where we had our advantage, is that we had the class of 92. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to do none of the stuff we did.
I don't dispute that, bro. But what I'm saying, Fergie was able to put cherry pick talent. I'm not saying, for whatever reason, but he was able to cherry pick talent and spend a lot of money on individual players, to help him with the success. I'm not taking nothing away from his success. I'm not taking. He's one of the all-time greats. Me, I don't have him as the greatest, but he's one of the all-time greats. And people do put. If you put him as the greatest, I can understand that. That's your prerogative, yeah. But
Who's
with
the
all that
greatest?
talent, Pep Guardiola. If all that
Man.
talent, yes. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Do you want to
He's
tell me
done
why?
it at Barcelona or anything.
He's done it at Barcelona. He's won. How many trebles he won?
Trebles.
At Barca.
No, how many
It's
trebles
been-
in general, bro?
He's won one, isn't it?
Didn't he do it in Man City?
No,
I think it's
he's
two.
won two.
He's won two.
He's won
One
two.
in
He's
Spain
won
and
two.
one in Man City.
How many Champions Leagues he won compared to
One.
Fergie? No, what? What?
Oh, sorry. City's only won one.
In
Right.
City
No,
is
we're not
only
talking about. Don't get me wrong. Alex Ferguson is the greatest Premier League manager ever. There's no disputing that. But I'm talking
I
about.
think he's won 3
in-
Champions Leagues. I think he's won.
Yeah,
he won
Pep has
2 at
three.
Barcelona.
Exactly, he's won 3 Champions Leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, but so is United.
So did Fergie.
No. Fergie, how many's Fergie won?
3
Two.
Champions League.
No,
Fergie
how many
won
has
2.
Fergie won?
I think Busby
Two.
won 1.
Two.
He's won
Busby
2.
had the coach
He's won
before
2.
1-1.
Yeah.
1-2.
And
Yeah.
also, two of those finals that he lost, who were they against?
Barca.
Yeah. Do you know
Right.
that those finals are being investigated for match fixing?
Oh, behave yourself.
Because
bruv.
Messi handed the ball for one of the goals he scored.
Oh my!
It wasn't given.
What?
It's being
talking about? Listen,
investigated. I just wanted to let you
hold
know.
a minute. Hold a
This
minute.
is
Hold a minute.
facts.
Hold a
How
minute.
long was the final?
How many times did he beat Pep Guardiola?
Once.
He's never beaten him.
What?
Not
He's
enough.
never-
Not
No,
in
he
the
did,
final,
he did.
but I think
No, because you're talking about the
did.
full scold thing, innit? You're talking about the full scold thing. Check the manager. Check the manager. It wasn't Pep. It wasn't Pep. Yeah? So let's go again. I'll ask you again. How many times did he beat Pep Guardiola?
Yeah, but still, bro. Like
No.
And I want to say this.
Okay,
You might have
okay.
that one there in
Politician,
that
man.
argument.
Okay,
in beating
okay.
Pep, but I will say this, yeah.
Let me ask. No, hold on. I ain't finished.
Okay.
How many managers in the Premier have reached 100 points?
2, innit?
1.
2.
Yeah.
1. Pep.
Oh,
One.
yeah.
Pep.
How many teams? Remember, that United team was a treble. City's equals that. Yeah. United team was 3 in a row. How many teams done 4 in a row? How many managers done 4 in a row?
Only one team, bro.
Only
Pep.
one manager.
Pep.
Only one
But-
manager.
But
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna put this out there for you because you see, I want to show you where chalk and cheese don't mix, right? And while he might have all those things, let me put it like this: if Pep had to build a squad from the academy, could he achieve any of that? No. I
Why
bet
does he
money
need
he
to?
can't
Why does
because
he
he's
need to?
never done it.
Why
Every
does he need?
single
Hold on.
team he's run with, he spent
Why
almost
does
$1
he
billion.
need to? Why?
Huh?
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Whoa. You just said about the money spent.
If we
Let me
talk
ask
the
you-
best manager,
Let me
right,
ask you a question.
he have to also be able to
You
bring
said
talent from the club without purchasing. He had to develop players too. Because a manager is not only buy players, he's develop players.
Let me get me straight. Sergio Busquets, where did he come from?
Brother,
I'm asking a question.
Talk about
I'm
Sergio
asking.
Busquets because I'm going to talk about Rijkaard and certain other man them who was there developing him in the youth academy.
Where?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Developing Sergio
Hold a minute.
Busquets in
Okay.
the youths.
No, let me disclaim that. You just made the point. Yeah, I'm going to rebuttal that. Who did Sergio Busquets play under in the B team when he was a youth player in the B team?
Initially Rijkaard. And then
No.
for a season and a half, I believe.
No. Who did he play for in the B team?
Pep was the last coach.
Right, and then who promoted him to the A team?
Well, Pep did.
Okay, right.
What about Paul Scholes?
I'm not. Who?
Paul. Alex Ferguson and Paul Scholes.
Yeah, I'm not disputing what Fergie did, but you just said Pep hasn't done it. I'm telling you, he has.
I'm saying that he has
Yeah.
done.
And that first team. Hold on.
I'm
That
talking
first team.
about players.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That first team that won 6 trophies in a year. How much did he spend?
The team with Messi.
Yeah. How much did he spend in that first?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thierry.
No.
Henry.
That was the second season. Henry was the first season. He didn't buy Henry. So I'm asking you, how much did he spend?
Didn't you have Iniesta and Xavi though?
Yes.
Iniesta and Xavi come through the
Yeah.
before. They come through before him.
They came before. But but also with Iniesta and Xavi, were they performing to the levels that they were
before him? Of course, there was always Iniesta and Xavi, bro.
No, they weren't. No. Because they played in the double pivot. Yeah. Remember, if you see Barcelona, Iniesta weren't the Iniesta under Guardiola that he was under previously. Nor was Xavi. Yeah. The best football with these players, including Messi, was under Guardiola. Yeah.
Messi was
Remember?
gifted the crown, bro. But
hold on a minute. Yeah. Messi performed at a good level. Yeah. Under Rijkaard. Yeah. Under Guardiola, the man scored 90 plus goals in a calendar
one
year.
Season.
Remember? Promoted to the false 9 position. Yeah.
One season.
Hold on.
How many times has Messi scored more than 60 goals? Once. How many times he scored 60 goals? Once.
Who was
One
under?
season.
Who's
He's
under?
only ever had one season where he scored 60 or more
So
goals.
his best, his best performance season was under Pep Guardiola. Is what you're saying?
And I'm not saying no. I'm
Yeah.
saying
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is he wasn't able to repeat that under the almost a decade under
Brother,
Pep.
brother, he did what? A
He
decade
only
under.
have one season in his career.
Did you
He
say a
scored more than
decade? Hold
60
on,
goals,
hold
over
a
60
minute.
goals.
You just said, come on, do your research. You just said a decade under Pep. Pep was there for 4 years.
Well, oh God, bro, you know what I mean? He played
Come
most of
on,
his,
man.
he played
Come
his
on,
best
man.
football under Pep.
He became
that 4
the
years
best.
span.
Yeah.
And how much did he win under Pep? Because Madrid won 2 league titles and 3 Champions League while he was there.
Yeah, I get
How
that.
come I
But hold
can't
on.
see the comments?
How-
Is there
how
comments? Are people commenting?
Yeah, people
How many?
commenting.
I can't see the
comments.
comments.
How many league titles did he win? Yeah, Messi. How many Ballon d'Ors did he win? You know what I mean? So let's not do this. Let's
I
not do
think
this.
he
Yeah?
was given some
Let's
of
not
those
do this.
Ballon d'Ors.
Let's not
It
do
was
this,
ripped
bro.
off. Let's be real.
Remember?
Let's be real. Robin, I don't let me call
Oh,
all
we
the
don't
guys
want to
who
do
should have
this,
won
bro.
them Ballon
Yeah?
d'Ors, bro.
This
Let's
guy,
not
remember,
do
he
that.
won the Champions League with Yaya Toure playing centre back. Yeah, playing centre back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then he had Mascherano against you lot.
Is not
Then he had
in
Mascherano.
every position he plays. He could play
then he had-
attack, he could play
then he-
midfield, he could play DM, he could play defense. Yeah,
Right. So where did he play centre back first?
it don't matter.
Of course it matters, brother.
I'm saying to
Okay,
you
let me ask
that
you
when
a question.
you
Let me
have
ask
a
you a
player
question.
that generational,
Let me ask
he
you a
can
question.
do anything. Bro.
Has Yaya Toure played centre back since?
No, but
Right.
understand what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Yaya
He then
Toure
played.
is a
The man played
generational
Puyol at
specimen,
right
bro.
back. He played Puyol at right back. Yeah, he played Puyol at right back. Yeah, he had Mascherano at centre back. Yeah, the man can listen. When you talk about false nine ball playing
Mascherano was
goalkeepers,
always
whatever.
a
Come on, man.
defensive player, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean
Always.
the centre back, does it? Yeah.
But bro,
And
he
hold a
playing.
minute. Hold on a
Bro,
minute. Here's another
Mascherano
question.
basically was a
Here's
centre
another
back in a
question,
back
bro.
5 playing for Argentina.
Your Man United team has never played football as good as that Pep Guardiola team.
You mad, bro? Nah.
Never.
We go fight here, bro. We go fight. Forget
That
one.
Barcelona team is
When
the best
we had,
footballing team
listen to
of
me,
all
the
time.
best front three that ever existed in European football was Tevez, Rooney, and Ronaldo. That one season.
No, it's not.
Front three
It's
better than
Messi,
that, bro.
Neymar, Suarez. Messi, Neymar, Suarez. But
Bro,
anyway,
Messi, Neymar, Suarez,
Yes. No, he's right.
nobody putting them
He's
above
right.
Tevez,
it's
Ronaldo,
Messi.
and Rooney.
Why is it better than
They're
Messi, Neymar, Suarez? Why is it better than Messi, Neymar, Suarez?
Why is it better? Because
Yeah.
all 3 players there better than Messi, Neymar, Suarez. Ronaldo is better than Messi.
No, he's
Rooney is
not.
better
No,
than
he's not.
Neymar, and of course, bro, Tevez as a striker. Bro, let me
You
just say
are
that
nuts.
Suarez is his duplicate. His
You're
copycat.
nuts. You're
I'm
nuts.
not nuts, bro.
You're
You
bonkers.
go and tell me a young Ronaldo, Messi
There is
close.
no
Messi was
other
never
fans.
close to that
Hold on.
Ronaldo king.
There's
That
no other fans.
Ronaldo and that trio there was the greatest footballer on earth that year, bro.
He's not even the best Ronaldo on earth, bro. What are you
title
talking
that
about?
year.
He's not even the best Ronaldo on earth. So let's park that one for a minute. Yeah.
Brother,
Anyway,
you could say what you want. Let me step aside from the R9 talk, because R9 as a striker, there's no
It's the
one
GOAT.
better than
It's
him
the
as a
GOAT.
striker.
Right. But let me say,
Ronaldo as an attacker, there's probably no one better.
so hold a minute. Let me
because
ask you a
Messi
question.
don't have more assists than Ronaldo, and he don't have more goals.
Messi was a striker anyway, wasn't
Bro, in the Champions League, Ronaldo have more goals and more assists. Bro.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Has Ronaldo, this bad boy striker, ever scored 90 plus goals in a calendar year? Ever?
But he scored 60 plus goals 7 times.
I'm asking you a question.
Bro, listen.
No.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
More than 60 goals,
Answer the question. Yeah? Has he got
He's not
90
scored
plus
90 goals in a calendar year.
Okay.
In
But
3 consecutive
just out of curiosity, yeah.
Goals.
Just out of curiosity, would you rather score 90 goals in a calendar year? Bearing in mind, when we say a calendar year, that's not a season. So that's between 2 different seasons, but it's within a calendar year, right? Yeah. So would you rather score 90 plus goals within a calendar year, or would you rather average 60 goals a season for like 5 to 7 seasons straight?
60 plus.
Yeah, if you're playing as an out striker all that time, then yeah. But Messi wasn't. Yeah,
Was
let's be
false
honest.
9
He
when he
wasn't.
played, he scored
Yeah.
90 goals, right?
Yeah, false 9. And how
But
many
neither
games?
was
basically
Ronaldo.
playing as
Ronaldo was
striker as
playing
well,
as a
yeah.
left-sided winger when he
No,
was
he wasn't. When he
doing
was
all
No,
this.
Ronaldo.
No, he
Listen
wasn't.
to
No, he
me. I
wasn't.
just
No,
He
he
was
wanted to
wasn't.
hear
playing
me
as a
out.
No, he was
left-sided
not.
How
winger.
many
All that.
seasons
So
did
where
he
was
play striker
Benzema playing?
at Real Madrid?
Where was Benzema playing?
Benzema's job was to facilitate Ronaldo. Let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
hear that, but
Okay,
Ronaldo
but
was
he was
coming,
not
cutting in
striker. He
from the
was coming from
left-hand
the
side. He
left.
was playing as a winger.
And he
He
scored
weren't
60
playing as a
plus
central
goals
forward.
more than 3 times in the span of 5 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's a question.
so
This bad boy situation. Okay, when they were both playing in the same league, yeah, who had more golden boots, Messi or Chris, this bad boy striker?
who win more? Who
No,
win more
no, that's not.
trophies?
No, you just
Who
said that's
win
a
more
team thing.
trophies,
That's
bro?
a team thing. I said
No,
you said
bro.
about no, you said about striker. You said striker, yeah, goals. Do all this 60 plus. Who had more golden boots, Messi or Cristiano?
If we talk in UCL, Ronaldo, of course.
No. I said when they're playing in the same
In total
league,
boost in the
in
same
the same
league.
league, who had
Only in
more
La
golden
Liga.
boots? Who had more golden boots, Messi or Cristiano?
I think Ronaldo had the most golden boots, bro.
Ronaldo
I
had
mean,
4,
he scored
Messi had
60
6.
plus goals
Ronaldo had
multiple
4.
seasons.
Ronaldo had 4. Messi had 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but
End of
okay,
debate.
we talking
End
about
of
in the
debate.
Pep era. We talking about in the Pep
Yeah,
era.
but
Okay,
I think
hold on.
Barcelona
Pep era,
Barcelona
Pep
were
was
winning
coaching for
more
4
leagues
years.
during that period.
No.
Barcelona
Hold
were
on.
winning more leagues during that
Hold
period.
on a minute. He just said under the Pep era. I told you Pep was there for 4 years.
Right.
So how 6 into 4 don't work.
Exactly. So therefore, out of in the Pep era, you could only count 4 of them. 4 of them we're talking about. We're talking in the Pep era because he couldn't win 6 golden boots in 4 seasons with Pep. Think about
But you know when they went head to head, you know Ronaldo scored the most goals in El Clasico history. So anytime them two were playing in the same match, Ronaldo was more likely to score a goal.
And how many games was Messi playing as the striker in those games compared?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
For 4 of those games out of the 5, or 6. The 6 games, I think he was at left wing for 4 because then Benzema was still there. So as left wing, he's scoring more goals, bro, consistently in Spain. In total games play, in total season play, he scored more goals back-to-back seasons. Let me just put it like that. So while Messi might have 190 goal season, Ronaldo have 460 goal seasons in 5 years. Bro, you don't beat that, bro.
And Ronaldo actually only moved into the striker position when he went to Italy. I can't remember him being a striker before that.
On why the front three of Tevez, Rooney, and Ronaldo better than Suarez, Messi.
But you lot were speaking about the managers at first, and now it's just gone into players.
Yeah, we went into the whole thing. We collaged everything there. But anyway, not to extend the show more than it should be, guys. Yeah, because this is the end. It's on our mark. So, guys, D-Man disappeared. Yeah, shout out to D-Man for coming through. Hopefully, if he has time next week, Monday as well, maybe he could come through again. It would be a pleasure to have him. This time I'll definitely do, Tuesday, because we play Man United playing Monday again next week. It's mad. Hate that, bro. Too late. Getting old. You know it is. But, guys, I think from all the discussions, of course, we know Arsenal had a very good performance over the season. This game was more likely a fluke of a performance. Don't take it to heart too much, Waffle, bro. The one time we get into banter you a little bit, it didn't often, it didn't come in wrong often this season.
This is me, bro. Listen, bro. I'll defend my team in it. You know what I'm saying? So
straight up.
This is me in it. So it is what it is. But no.
But just before we go, I just wanted to just put this back into Waffle face because, of course, Fernandez at the Mullen, he busted, brace, assist, man of the match, Mount volley, and Boomer counter. And United had a good time. United had a very, very good time. And it's not easy for United to have these multiple goals, victories, and things. So it's a victory that we will celebrate. Of course, the first half was not the best for us. I think that, we allow them to come back into the game and score our goal. We basically gifted them the ball for like 15 minutes and allowed them to do their thing. But at the same time, I think we ended the game like we should have controlled the game. We was dominant. We scored multiple goals. We had numerous chances, over 27 chances. So I think this was definitely a nailed-on scoreline. I was caught between a 2-1 or a 3-1. Some people were saying 4-0 and other things, but some people was even saying a loss. But, you know, I think the performance is not going to be what we expect week in, week out. But what I will say is that, you know, Man United is not that team. And as much as we'll defend it and we'll talk about big bad Man United, we're working to get back to big Man United right now. So these results, these
They're far
performances
from it.
are more or
Far
less
from it, man.
expected. Because as Bali Tech would know, we discussed this before the season began, and I said to him, I said, bro, we at least good as 6th place. If this manager really do some magic, maybe we squeeze into top 4 somewhere thereabouts, get back Champions League, and go from there. Because, you know, we rise this week, and of course, we back into the top 6. We haven't been there for a while. It's nice to be here. So now we can talk about the top 6 business and, you know, have a little more chest, but at the same time, we need more consistency. Bali, I
Yeah.
don't know what's your input on the game, and then we'll go to Waffle before we close.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we tried a thing. We scored early. They clapped back because we just kind of dropped off, and we gave them a bit more confidence. They scored their goal, stroke of half time. I believe the manager probably, you know, gave them the hairdryer treatment. They've come out in the second half and they've just stuck it all over Wolves, threw balls all over the place. Wolves' legs were wide open like a brothel. And, you know, the goals were raining down on their goal. And at the end of the day, it's a good 3 points. The next test is going to be Bournemouth. I'm not really getting gassed about the victory because I just feel like we just got to take it game by game, because this league campaign for every team, not just our team, like no team is really that consistent apart from maybe Arsenal and maybe City, maybe a bit more. I think those teams are a little bit more consistent than all the other teams, but the rest of the teams are more yo-yo-ish. They're more up and down. They're more, we win this week, then next week we draw, then we might have 2 draws, then the week after it might be a loss, then it's a win. And I think everyone's sort of going through this this yo-yo. Apart from Liverpool, I think their decline has been something of beauty to watch. Obviously, they started the campaign, they was flying. Then next minute, they're just losing week after week after week after week. And obviously, long may that continue, because I've had enough of listening to their crap. So, yeah, it is where it is.
Waffle, what are your thoughts on the Man United game this weekend as we wrap up, bro?
You know, it's a good victory. I didn't watch the game, but you know what I'm hearing is that you lot played well. The Mount was brilliant. I've always said that Mount's a good player, yeah, but he just needs a consistent run of games. I think you guys would have been higher if you won that West Ham game. If you'd just been a little bit patient, and the manager just been a bit patient, you lot will be above Chelsea right now. It's just those little finer. It's them fine margins in it, in games, in it. What you guys just need to tighten up a little bit, just like my club, in it. You just need to just tighten up those little things. But yeah, you got good players, man. And you know, I don't know. Is Sesko back here? Is he injured still?
No, he back. I think he back in January. They
Is
giving
Cunha
him the next 2 weeks to
playing, yeah?
train. So Cunha
Is
was
Cunha
back
playing?
here.
Yeah.
Decent
So,
game, you know. I mean, I think he was, for the most part, I think he upset me because I feel like he didn't want to score against Wolves. I don't know what, I don't
what?
care what nobody say. I felt like he didn't want to score against them.
That's a big statement, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
he was in very good positions to score. And I think he just didn't want to score, bro. You know, that's just me. D-Man, we just
let me ask you
closing
a
off
question.
with the
Can I ask you a question?
Manchester United view. But I'll let you close off. So after Waffle asks this question, I'll let you close off with that.
Yeah.
Do you see you, man, finishing above Newcastle this season? Because you, man, got one game a week, innit?
Well, I mean, with one game a week, we should. But like I said to D-Man earlier, I really and truly believe Newcastle is one of the most physical teams in the league. And this period of January to February is a period where I think a lot of teams will face a very big challenge against Newcastle, because Newcastle is one of those teams that don't really have any players going to AFCON. Whereas we have 3. You have 1 or 2. It have players from Liverpool
We
going
don't
to
have
have
no.
players.
We got
You
no
have no
players going
AFCON
AFCON.
players?
We ain't got no players going AFCON.
Jeez. But look at that. So it's me, it's Spurs, Villa, and I think one player from Liverpool, maybe Salah. And well, he's not really in the team right now. So when you're thinking it was going to be some threats, it's teams like you and Newcastle will be at full strength in the first 6 games after the new year begin. So
You got
I mean,
Wishes to
while
come
I
back as
expect,
well, innit?
This is back. He's back. He's back.
Did he play?
He came on for a few minutes weekend.
How did he look? Did he look all right?
Yeah, it looked all right. Obviously not match fit and that, but you can see the dynamism, he looked active. So yeah, man, promising. He's excited to be here, to finally be here. So I expect him to get his first goal soon. Yeah, man. Looking up for us, bro. Looking up for us.
Yes, I don't want Newcastle to get too much good quality players to add to Bruno Guimaraes bro. I feel like then I will actually take them seriously.
We've got quality. We've got Chow, we've got Botman, Lewis Hall, Tino Livramento, Tonali, Bruno, Voltamada, Vissa. You know what I mean? Even Anthony Gordon when he feels like it. So you know what I mean?
100%.
We got your Boxing Day though. We got your Boxing Day.
Yeah, we got your. I think we have your Boxing Day.
Yeah,
2-3 games from now.
Where is it? Where is that?
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford.
Ooh, it might be peak for you, man.
It's home, bro. Once we home, I'm not worried about nobody.
Well, we've got over the Old Trafford hoodoo now, bro.
You did something last season, but this is a new season, brother. It's 2025,
and we're more dangerous. Time. We're more dangerous. Yeah.
I like it. I'm not a fan of Cunha, but against teams that real physical and thing like Wolves and like Newcastle, I will put Cunha as my man, as one of the key players to do damage. I promise you. Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the Man United performance as we close, bro?
No, listen, Man United played well. I thought actually this is one of the games where Wolves could probably get their first game of the season. They have to win sometime, and I thought, you know what, they're home under the lights, they could, do a job. And then once they equalized, I thought, okay, game on, whatever. But credit to you lot, you didn't let it phase you. I thought Mount looked good. Bruno Fernandes looked good as well. Couldn't look useful with his ball carrying, and Bremo dangerous. So it looked like you're kind of settling down a little bit, but it's not much you can take because it is Wolves. At the end of the day, they're relegation fodder. They will get relegated, but you can only beat who you're up against. And no one wants to see a good Man United. You know what I mean? Because once they start clicking, you never know what could happen. And like I said, with the 1 game a week, you've got to be taken seriously now. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. I'm still not convinced with your attack in terms of Xerxes up front, whatever, and even Sesko when he comes back. I think we can get at your midfield because if Las Casemiro is playing good, but he's old. You know what I mean? He ain't got the legs in midfield. And the 3 at the back, not too convinced. But at the same time, I don't know who you got next, but you could go on a little mini run before you play us. A couple games and that. You never know.
We have is Bournemouth next. We have Bournemouth, and then I forget who the next team is. Yeah, it's not difficult. The next team is like even a more decent game than the Bournemouth game.
Right. Okay.
Because we have we have Villa after.
Home away.
We are away at Villa, but we have a good record away at Villa.
You do have a good record against Villa, but I think Mason Mount is the key. Mason Mount is the key to your performances. Like now that he's injury free and enjoying his football, he can cause a lot of damage, and his link up with Bruno, could be quite significant. But listen, you're there to be respected. I don't think you're going to get these 5 wins in a row ever, but you might not need it. But it's a tough league at the moment. Everyone's sleeping up. It's very congested. You never know. So yeah, we can't write you lot off. And right now, you're looking okay. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Well, guys, Wanted to say thanks to everyone in the chat, thanks to everyone watching, and most of all, thanks to WaffleDon and D-Man for pulling through tonight. Pick up the Bali Tech, them a partner in crime as
Apologies
always.
for cutting out, man. I think I got a bit of a power
No
cut with this
problem,
wind
bro.
and stuff, man.
You know, if
Like,
you have
yeah.
time on a Tuesday next week, we do it the same time. We are pleasure to have you again, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I
I'll be
mean?
back, man. I'll be back.
I was looking for a link to put it in the chat so I could put it up on the screen. I wasn't able to find it, bro.
I sent it to you, man.
Yeah, you send it to me. I have it on my phone, but my phone is the camera.
Oh, let me do.
So
Let me
if
do
you could
it.
just drop it in the chat, drop it in the private chat, so I could paste it, so I could let everybody check him out. You know, we streaming live on my channel as well as D Hub Sports TV. My brethren Drex, he wasn't able to make it, but he's another United fan. Of course, you know, I posted it in chat. Everybody, don't forget to check out WaffleDon, our resident Arsenal brethren. All you support Shea, support WaffleDon as well. Of course, Tony Claude, can't done talk about my brethren there as well. And of course, guys, D-Man, Newcastle fan, he will be coming through hopefully more frequently. Don't forget to check out his channel. You know, you can hear the quality in his football IQ. So I think it's a very interesting one. You know, check him out. Go and subscribe to his channel. I am subscribed. I don't know why I can't find it though, but I am subscribed. When you post your video, it pop up. This is pop up. No, you know.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is his link. Please go and give him a subscribe, smash the like, and leave a comment and let him know you saw him on the Premier Roundup and you'd like to see him again. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Shout out
are
to
you gonna be
D-Man
doing
in
the
the
clip?
building.
Doing the clips? I know you're gonna be.
I'll send you all some clips. I'll send you the clips
Yeah,
for
man. Big up
D-Man.
to is it Bally? What is it? Bally?
Bali Tech.
Yeah, big up Bally Tech, man. No offense, brother, man. Seriously, man. You know what I
None
mean?
taken,
You
broski.
got me today. You got me today, but as it's been a long day, man. But big up to you anyway.
All right,
Big
nice
up,
one.
guys.
Respect.
Respect, brother.
Big up.
Have a good night, everyone. We'll catch you guys later.
Peace.
No, it's not